Oh, yay. Okay, we're live. Yay. All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Lisa Zimmer. I'm Lisa Zimmer with doTERRA. I'm a doTERRA Blue Diamond. All that means to you is I love to help lots and lots of people figure out how to use doTERRA to change their health and change their life. And I love to teach people how to create their own doTERRA business and not only improve the quality of their physical health, their mental health, but now by doing the doTERRA business, their financial health. doTERRA's business saved us from financial devastation back in 2014. I'd gotten sick in 2011 from a prescription reaction, a toxic reaction to a prescription medication, and completely wiped us out financially over the next 3 years. So by the time I was introduced to doTERRA, I wasn't interested in doing a business because I was sick, but got my health back, got my physical health, my emotional health, and within a year, we've gotten our financial health back. And now 5 years later, we are living a lifestyle that we never thought we would get to lead. So I'm sitting right now in a little condo in Fort Myers, Florida, yay, for the winter. And my husband's back in Illinois, sending my son to school and having a gay old time with normal life. But I would never get to live this amazing lifestyle if it wasn't for doTERRA. So I want to help everyone find their why in doTERRA. Why do you want to do doTERRA? How do you do doTERRA? And help you in your business so that you don't give up before the good stuff happens. All right. So I have a special guest today. I caught Tracy's comments in some posts. If you're just now joining me or watching me for the first time or watching me on YouTube, please join Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. It's a free Facebook group where I just train. I come on here every Monday at noon. We have tons of trainings all throughout the week for free. And click on the Files tabs, tons of free tools in the Files tab. And we always have training courses, intense training courses you can join as well. So Tracy has been busy, and Tracy did a holiday boutique and had great success. And I wanted her specifically to share her success because so many people struggle at vendor events with cold customers and are using the make and takes, which are fantastic, as a crutch. And I want to make sure that we all still know how to enroll people without the comfort of make and takes, that we can do it super simply without even needing scrubs and rollers and salts and sprays. And I want Tracy to share with you all how she did it. So she's going to tell you how she successfully enrolled. How many was it? Four people at a very small in-home event, a holiday boutique, and I want to have her share with you how she did it, and then I'll just interject. And I don't have any materials to hold up except for maybe a trifold in my purse, so hopefully you have all those.
I do. I have it all here.
Okay, awesome. If I get kicked off, Tracy's gonna just take it away. But go ahead, and Tracy, let's roll. Let's hear about your holiday boutique. How did it get started, first of all?
Okay, so this is a friend of mine. She's also on my team. She's a fiber artist. And this is the second year we've done one where she gathered together some artist friends, different mediums. And because she loves essential oils, she said, why don't you have a table here? Okay, so I was in the dining room or the breakfast room area next to the kitchen. So last year, let me just speak to last year a little bit, because last year I thought, all right, so I have a bunch of kind of gifty sort of ideas, and they were all cute, and I made some sugar scrubs, and so yeah, I sold some sugar.
What we all normally go to when we think of those events, right?
Right. Those little pickup items, stocking stuffers, whatever. And I did get some enrollments there, but they were just individual items. Okay. Nobody enrolled with the kit that day. And so I thought, because I've been with Lisa now for almost this entire year, yes, and it's made a huge difference in terms of let's work smarter. Okay. You know, selling a sugar scrub is not going to move your business where you want.
Buckets, haul
Where,
and buckets, yeah.
right. Haul in buckets over and over again. I have goosebumps just talking about it. So I was like, and even though we have this great make and take system, I thought, oh my gosh, you know, it was only going to be me. It's going to be a huge mess. It's just, it's going to become out of
Not the
control.
right setting, yep.
Yeah, out of control. And so I pre-made, let's start at the beginning. Went to the files section. I have everything downloaded and printed off. All the resources that she gives you is free, and it's just spot on. Okay. So I have the little, what I love is that they don't say drawing on them anymore.
We call it drawing slip. We need to come up with another name because in the files tab, it's called drawing slip because we used to draw for stuff, but it's just an information slip. It's free in the files tab, and it's a way to collect information and get a conversation going.
Right. Absolutely. So and then she had also given us some resources. Things to purchase on Amazon. So I went and I purchased the 6x9 little clipboards. So I had this, and I bought the cute little apron with, you know, the aprons with the pockets. In fact, you know, what you could buy 3 of them for $12, so $4 a piece. And so I bought 2 packages and I gave them to the rest of the gals. And
nice. The other vendors?
Yes, I gave them to the other vendors.
Smart.
They were thrilled. They were thrilled with that. So the
surprise and delight. We're learning about that in WWZD, right? Surprise and delight.
That's right. That's right. So the clipboards were set up with a sign that said, start here. Okay. So this is what I wanted: name, address, phone number. But really what I really wanted was this information in the back so that people could write down not only their 3 health concerns, but other things.
So you know what to talk about.
That's right. Know what to talk about. And so then it's so simple, y'all. Let's make it simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple, sweetie. And tell me what's going on with you. Tell me what's
like a 60-second enrollment with pretty things sitting around.
That's right. With pretty things sitting around. I used the crates. So we had some visual height, and in the center I put, and I have to learn the names of the kits. It was probably Healthy Home. It was the Healthy Home kit.
With like the shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the diffuser right there. Perfect. And then segue into the LLV and the women's things and all of that. So that's kind of my focus. I drew their attention right there. Yep. I had the essentials roller bottles in sample form so they could try those.
The essentials make and take?
Yes, the essentials.
Okay. So what she's talking about there is, I was trying to bring it back in for new people who are like, what are they talking about? Yeah. So on my website, lisazimmer.net/shop, you can get make and takes, right? But she's not using it for make and take for this event. She's using it for something else. So she took the 5 roller bottle recipes and put them on display for people to use at the table and spark conversation, get the oils on the people, right? But we also want to make sure we're getting the oils on the people in a way so that they don't say, oh, that's lovely peppermint. Can I order peppermint? Right? That's why she's using the Zimmer make and take recipes as part of her system. So people don't say, oh, can I buy peppermint? How much is peppermint? Now she's got my recipes where it's like, oh, that's awesome. How do I get those? Oh, fabulous. We just start with a starter kit and you can make all these and hundreds more, right? For the one small price of, and you can get everything to make over your medicine cabinet naturally, right? Right. It saves you from having to overcome that objection of how, oh, this lavender is lovely. How do I get lavender? They're not going to ask that because you're not presenting just lavender. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not presenting just lavender. I am presenting a way to make over their lifestyle. and to really help them with their health concerns. That's what that was my focus. That's what I was there for.
Genius.
Specifically. So, and I will say that I did start with the healthy home kit, because I wanted them to see what all the possibilities were. And then I would, if that wasn't, clicking with them, I say, okay, so this is the great starter kit.
And you
Okay.
can step down. Yep.
To that, and I showed the 2 different sizes of bottles. And the great thing now with that healthy start kit is that it comes with that diffuser. That is genius.
We got really lucky that at the Zimmer System, we got super lucky that doTERRA kept the top 10 base oils.
No kidding.
Because it didn't change our process or our tools, because
Right.
you're still directing them. Oh, let's go ahead and start you with the top 10 small bottle kit or big bottle kit. Small bottle kits, the
I know it.
Start.
Yes, healthy start.
Big bottle kits, healthy home. I have on display healthy home. We can help you make over your entire lifestyle, toxin free, reduce toxic load, shampoo. I'm not quite ready for that. Oh, no worries. We have this small bottle size. That'd be perfect. How does that sound? Which do you prefer?
So I did 3 healthy starts and 1 healthy home. I did a healthy home. And then so 4 enrollments.
How many people would you say came through? Because this was just an in-home shindig.
This was but we had 6 people or 7 people inviting. So, and I haven't gotten all the information back, but we may have had 40 or 50.
Nice. 10% on a vendor event. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, and it was a 3-hour event.
Nice job.
Yes. It was 1 to 4 and that was it.
So Tracy, did you learn about you were invited to that one in particular, right? But I want to use this as an example. So in WWZD, we've done extensive training. Sorry, someone's going by with a funny horn. I'm close to a road today. So in WWZD, we're digging into how to create these events yourself, right? And create your own opportunities by doing these in-home events and who to contact and partner with you on these events. So we've talked about that quite a bit in WWZD. And so now, having experienced it with your friend, it's a situation you can replicate with a bunch of different avenues. Who else was at the event she's the artist, right? Who else was at the event?
Well, they were all artists, actually. So we had a couple of different glass artist people. We had a mixed media gal and a woman who also did some things with fiber. So
how lucky that she invited you when you didn't fit the mold, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a quilter, so we know each other. Yeah, so we know each other through quilting. So I just choose not to sell my quilts.
But that's a good example of one of the things I wanted to touch on today as well is, again, we've been going through this a lot in WWZD this last week, but the power of relationships, right? So most people would assume, oh, I'm not going to get invited to that event, so I'm not even gonna, ask about it or whatever because I'm not an artist, right? But your relationship with her and your friendship with her trumps the mold, right? Yeah. You got invited because of your relationship, right? Not because of what you do for a living. Right. And so we're going to talk more and more and more about the power of relationships and how positive relationships can overcome all kinds of obstacles and objections. So tell us some of the things that you said when people came up to the table, like give people the words, the simple words.
Well, first thing, I was kind of I was in the back of the house. So they'd walked through all the other things to get to me. And I also had the food.
Oh, so, the yay bonus. I had the food.
I had the food. So I had, the first thing is, are you familiar with essential oils? What do you know about essential oils? And some people said absolutely nothing. And I said, great. So, and I just said, let's start here. So to fill out the information. Okay. And
What do you
then
tell them why? What do you say, like, why should I fill this out?
start here. So because I want to know what's important to you.
So simple, one sentence.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. If there are a lot of people, and I was talking to some people and, some other people filtered in, I said, hey, there's some snacks over here. Be sure and try. You've got to try this. I did a chocolate hummus, which is Boar's Head. Okay. Is the brand. And I added wild orange to it. It was killer. It was phenomenal. It was super easy. And then we had water with lemon and a couple other little
Easy.
things. But I said, and people loved that. So sometimes they would walk over, get something to drink or eat, and then they'd come back and listen. And I started to have a little bit of I'd get a little bit of a crowd kind of,
Yeah.
because I would say, okay, so let's talk. So tell me a little bit more about what's going on with you, and people open up really easy,
The leading question, right? Tracy wasn't doing all the talking. She was just leading the way.
And, I remember everyone has a sign that says, make me feel important, make me feel special.
Yeah.
People want to be heard.
Heard.
People want to be heard. And they want to know that there are other choices out there that put them in control. And that's kind of where I sort of lead people. This gives you the opportunity to take care of things, take care of your health proactively. Okay.
At home.
Yeah.
Did you find that clipboard was helpful, especially in the crowd, where you could say, oh, hey, fill out this?
Yes.
Right? Because you're by yourself. So 6x9 clipboards off of Amazon with a little pen spring holder. And you can just hand them off already loaded with the drawing slip and the thing there. Cool.
Right. Absolutely. On the table, I had the trifold. So then everyone got a trifold. And depending, I might give just a quick little background on the first page, about essential oils, about specifically though, more about doTERRA, because I wanted them to know about the reputation of the company.
The difference. Now for your trifold, did you use the old trifold and put in the inserts, or what did you use for now?
Yes, I did.
Yay.
I did in the inserts, and I did the Healthy Start, Healthy Home, and Natural Solutions.
Okay, perfect. So what we're talking about is she uses Zimmer trifold. If you're brand new, you can get that on my website, lisazimmer.net/shop. It's only $15. We extended the sale on the trifolds, the intro trifold and the hostess trifold. Those are on sale through the end of December. We've still got so many people buying them. We're gonna go all the way through the end of the year for the $15 price, and they'll go up to $20 January 1st. We just wanted to make sure everybody got caught up and was able to get that price quick. So you hand that out to everyone for everything. But Tracy's been with us for a year, so she had some trifolds already printed, the previous version. Everyone needs to get the new version because the new one's completely rewritten and redesigned, right? But she didn't want to throw away her perfectly good trifolds that she paid good money to print, right? So I created a free insert, and it's in the files tab, and you print it out, and it's front, it's 2 pages you can pick. There's 2 versions. So it's like Healthy Habits, Healthy Home, and Natural Solutions. And you picked Healthy Start, Healthy Home, and Natural Solutions. So she printed that one out, cut them, and slid them in her trifold so she could use up her old trifolds with the old kits on it and not waste them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and everyone got one of these, whether they enrolled or not. I wanted them to have the information because all my information is here on the back.
And they can decide later.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got people, give them an oil experience, either straight up with something like, peppermint or wild orange or a roller, whatever was working for them. And then discuss, because let's be honest, the kit fits the need. The kit fits the need. Now it's just a matter of what they're comfortable with. spending.
Yep. Let them
And
choose.
I did have someone, now I did have someone who was on a very tight budget. And, you know, I said, okay, well, let's try, how about the introductory kit? It has these 3 things. This is what they do that will, you know, still address some of your needs. And she was still less than that. So she was going to kind of, you know, think about it, regroup. So there was one that money was, you know, truly, you know, kind of an issue there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no.
Yeah.
It was-
I have a lot of times that works because $55 US
Yeah.
is perfect. So what Tracy's talking about is the intro kit enrollment. It's the 5 milliliter lemon, lavender, and peppermint with the wholesale account, and it comes out to 55. And I have a little handout. It's inexpensive. It's like $10 handout to help you promote that, right? We don't put it out on the table. We just pull it out of our back pocket and say, oh, this is our mini intro or our mini starter kit or whatever you want to call it. And it's only 55. Is that more comfortable for you, right? Most of the time that'll work. But even then, in a pinch, you know, I've done just the $35 enrollment fee, and then had a stash of a couple of the essentials make and take rollers in a case in the back, and then said, you know what, I really want to help you get these. How's about if I help you get the set of roller, like you can pick, right? You know what our problems are now. How's about if we just get you the set of rollers with your own account for the $35 plus tax and shipping? It'll end up being about $40, and then we'll go ahead and get you started with all these. How does that sound?
See, brilliant. That's why you're the master.
Yeah. And, so, and I'm not selling the rollers because we can't sell pre-made rollers. Those are a free gift, right? She's paying for her enrollment. I don't say enrollment, right? You get your own account.
Your own account.
And you're going to get all these free, because I really want you to be able to take these home today, get started. If you decide you want to order more, order one of these kits later, you still can. But how's about we just get started that way and I can help you out, right? Surprise and delight. I am doing them a favor by doing it that way, right? And going above and beyond. And if they still say no, then it's just not the right time for them yet. Right? You can send them home with one of those 5 ml pre-made rollers for free as a free gift and be like, shh, don't tell anyone. I'm giving you this to help you with those allergies. You see how this works. I'll check in with you in a couple of days and then we'll go from there, right? So you can still sample, but giving free samples is our last resort when we haven't been able to connect any other way, right? Because we can't, you know, give all that stuff away for free all the time or we'd have no business, right? You'll spend yourself out of business.
Yeah, I've given away a lot of that.
Yeah, you've been there, done that, right?
Yeah, not doing that. Yeah. Okay, so she also has her custom made, if you will, enrollment forms, and I chose to use just the little skinny ones.
I have loaded so much for free in the last month. I have forgotten about some of them.
Awesome. It's just awesome. It's all right there. They fill it out. You know, they had more questions about, do I have to give my social security number? I said, no. I go, but I do need your birthday. And, you know, just easy.
So that's free in the files tab too. It's the customer enrollment form. I think I called it like customer enrollment mini or something like that. And you just put them and slip it right in the trifold.
Yeah.
Did you put it in the trifold or did you hand it out when they were ready?
I handed it out when they were ready, when they were signing up. I kind of moved them aside to the next kind of little, she has a little peninsula in her kitchen. So I said, here, why don't you fill this out over here?
Yes. Don't give them too much stuff up front. You gave them the drawing slip, give them the trifold, then give them that one piece at a time.
Right.
No more than one piece of paper in their hands at a time.
Yeah. And the great thing is that, you know, this just couldn't be any better. It tells us what to do every day afterward, you know, so you can actually kind of go and make little tick marks. So you're like, okay, this is what you need to do next and next and next. There should be no question about what you as the advocate doing for that new person. So that's awesome too.
Did you, at vendor events, it can be hard. Did you have time or the ability to schedule the 7 to 10 day overview right
No,
then and there? Or did you have to contact them later?
I have to contact them later.
Because it
Yes.
was too busy. Mhm.
Yes. But I pre-made, because I was, I go in with a mindset that people need this.
Mhm.
Okay. This is going to fill a need for them. And I want them to have something to take home with them.
Mhm.
So I had goodie bags all made up. Yes, goodie bags. I don't know where they are right now, but with a little mini um, essential oil book from
Yep.
either True Wellness or Oil Life or whatever. Um, they got a set of 5 ml roller bottles of the essentials.
Give them the whole set. Yeah, because you did all big kits.
Yeah,
I mean, I still, give generously, but yeah, no
yeah.
question giving that with every big kit.
Absolutely. And then and toothpaste, shampoo and conditioner, one each of the lozenges. I even had some, oh, those little essential oil bottle keys that you
Yes.
can use. Yeah, they were just like so thrilled because see, now they've got something in their hand, they've got something they can open up. They don't have to go, oh, holy moly, what have I just done?
I just spent $350 and I am leaving empty handed is
No,
not the right answer.
no, that's not what you want them to have. That is not what you want them to have.
Mhm.
Oh, the other thing I did, as they were completing their enrollment, I said, okay, there are two things that aren't in the kit that I'm going to recommend that are essential: fractionated coconut oil and a 6-pack of roller bottles, because you are going to get some information that teaches you how to make rollers, and you're going to want to start making rollers right away. So that was added to
Did you add
every,
one to all of them?
yes, that
Nice.
was
What
added.
about stickers or a product guide?
Well, that I forgot, but I ordered stickers myself and I'm going to give them to them.
Perfect. Yeah, you can do that at your overview.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to keep that. You talked about one time having that information already in your phone where you said, okay. And so that way you could quote that price. Talk about
Yep,
that.
that was, I think Sally had the uh, pre-built link generators already in her phone. Yep.
Mhm.
Now, I personally like to enter the enrollment myself, just in
Me too.
case link generators maybe not working that day. And so I just add on $20 because coconut oil's 12, the rollers are $4.75, so I'm at $16.75. The stickers are 50 cents, so that's $17.25. And what's a catalog now? $1 or $1.50?
Yeah. I don't
Even
know.
if it's $2, that's $19.25. So I just add on $20 to every kit and say, you're really going to want to add on, they're not included in the kit, but I know you're going to want coconut oil and rollers. We're going to show you how to make all these super simple must-haves and all these fun little stickers and all that stuff. And it's a $20 add-on. Should we go ahead and add that on now or later?
Great.
Everybody says now usually, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Or later's fine too, right? Because we can set up our LRP cart with the FCO because it's got PV.
Yeah.
And then the others don't. So either one works to
True.
your advantage. Either one are good. Either one are good for them and good for you. Mhm.
Yeah. So it was great. We arranged it so that everybody filled out a drawing slip when they came into the event. And one of the gals is, collating and getting all that information together. So everyone will have the names of everyone who came.
Nice.
Yes. In addition to just the people that I talked to.
So like a registration.
Yes.
like
A registration.
entry.
Yes.
That's a genius idea when you do an in-home vendor event
Yes.
or
And
any vendor event or any event.
yeah, we all gave a door prize, and one of the gals I gave a door prize to, then she enrolled. So that worked out really well. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I gave her a hand sanitizer and I gave her a Serenity linen spray.
Nice.
She
So
was
good gifts because anyone knows how to use those.
right. And a happy roller bottle.
Okay.
So
So happy roller, right?
Yeah.
You can make the Serenity linen mist sprays yourself. So don't feel like, oh, I can't do that because they're sold out. You can make it. Put 20 to 30 drops Serenity in a sprayer with water and put a cute little label on it. And you can do that. And the On Guard hand mist we already have. And then the happy roller is a 5 milliliter, 5 drops, balance, citrus bliss, elevation, and whisper. That's my recipe that I made up. Everyone loves it. It smells good, replaces perfume, makes you happy. We call it happy yayoils or happy, whatever you want. And it just makes people happy. Women love it. And so nice. Plus then, right, she planted a seed because she'll be able to help that person. They enrolled. What'd they enroll with?
They enrolled with the Healthy Start.
Okay, they enroll with the Healthy Start, right? So now she doesn't need to put the happy roller in her goodie bag. We do the happy roller in the goodie bag because it helps set the way for the LRP. Because people love happy, so then they're going to add over time balance, citrus bliss, elevation, whisper. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Love it.
It was a great day.
What other tips you got? That was pretty awesome. You've become like the Zimmer System master. I'm just gonna go to the pool now and you can take it away.
No problem. No problem. Oh, so I had some customers come and actually some people who had dropped off of LRP and really hadn't ordered, in a while, but I still kept in contact with because we had the BOGO week.
Yep.
The previous week. So because I had my notebook and I had all my classes, I said, hey, take a look through my notebook here. I've got literally 30 classes here. Let's make some notes. Tell me what you'd like to learn about, and we'll get something together after the beginning of the year. So I use that as a way. Yeah.
Okay. So our momentum in our business gets going when we learn how to start booking classes off of classes, and we learn how to ask for referrals. Okay. So a couple things happened here for Tracy, right? So this entire setup is a referral-based system and relationship-based system. She got this vendor event opportunity because of a relationship, right? And then all the vendors there were marketing to their audience to bring them in, right? So even though the other vendors, customers that came in became Tracy's prospects, right? Tracy's customers, existing doTERRA members, she invited them too, right? Because you're always inviting, people are like, oh, I didn't get any new enrollments. Even if this event, only Tracy's existing members came, right? She is still using this opportunity to expand her relationship with her customers, because now she's got them ready to want to do more, host a class, maybe get back on LRP, right? It doesn't always have to be enrollment. That's one thing that people lose sight of with doTERRA's enrollment. I don't care how many people you enroll in a month. I care how many people you enroll and maintain relationships with. I'd rather have my team enroll 2 people a month and maintain stellar relationships with those people and take care of them and teach them how to bring 2 people in and teach them how to bring 2 people in. Because who doesn't know 2 people that need health and wellness help versus somebody that can bring in 30 to 40 who isn't maintaining or developing a good solid 2. Right? I'd rather have 2. And so it's about quality, healthy relationships, not number of enrollments, people. Okay. So we got to really focus on serving the people that we do connect with, right? And reconnecting and using opportunities like this, not just new enrollments and prospecting, reconnecting. All right. So Tracy, the book she's taught, will you hold up your binder? She's talking about her Zimmer binder, right? She made that herself just with all the Zimmer tools. You get a free binder cover. It's free in the files tab. And then there's an index free in the files tab of what should be in your Zimmer binder. So she has purchased all the Zimmer make and takes from my website and built this binder. So again, do you see how she used the make and takes, not for making and taking that day? She just used the make and takes to say, hey, pick from all these classes and topics, right? And even if they didn't want to host a class, they could say, oh, Tracy, I've fallen off the wagon. I really need to look at this, her happy hormones. That's always a good one, right? We all need that. Doesn't mean we want to make and take it or host a class with it, but she could re-engage and reconnect and really help a member who's needing help with her happy hormones. So her make and take didn't just make and take, it could re-engage an existing member who fell off. It could satisfy the needs of an existing member and a lifestyle change. Maybe they just had a baby. She could say, oh, I'm going to screenshot this and send you baby or pregnancy or kids or right. This is your relationship development tool as well. And then the booking classes from classes, right? The reason we have so many make and takes, there's like 30 plus now, right? Is because we don't know what piques each person's interest, right? There's gardening in there, there's pets in there. I don't garden, I don't have pets, right? But I'm still capable of teaching make and take because someone whose fur babies are their babies, they might pick pet. They might not care about their health at all. We've had this. I love using this example, right? The woman was like, hey, I'm not interested in this health and wellness stuff. And then she saw the pet. She was flipping through the binder and she saw pet. She's like, oh, you have oils for my babies? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, what can you tell me about that? I'm like, well, you just start here and you can add all these on. And she got all of it. Enrolled with all of it. And I don't know anything about oils and pets. I don't have to. That's not my role, right? My role is to help them decide what to get started with and then plug them into a support system, get them a book, tell them to get the Spoil Your Pet book, get the Spoil Your Pet app. Here's a great Facebook group with Janet Rourke. I don't have to know about oils and pets. And we need, as advocates, to stop acting or pretending that we are expert know-it-alls, right? It might make you feel good if you become an expert know-it-all at a topic, but it can also damage your business if you're teaching that way. Because then people are like, well, I can't do what she does. I don't know everything about the oils. The way I teach now, everyone can do what I do. Yeah. Awesome question. Let's grab the book and look up oils and pets. Yes, that's what we want. We want everybody to be able to do exactly what we do. Everybody can say one sentence. Welcome. Tell me what you got going on. Awesome. Here's this trifold. Here's a little bit about doTERRA. Let's just read through it together. Nobody has to know anything. I remember our first couple classes, I could not remember CPTG, Certified Paratherapeutic Grade, for probably like 6 months. Now I don't have to because it's on my trifold. And I did remove the word efficacious, right? It was in the first trifold. No one could pronounce that. So that word got removed from people be like, what is that? And it's like, you know what? If you have to say, what is that? Then it's getting yanked off, right? We want this to be so simple that anybody brand new can turn around, enroll with you, and turn around and run this table like you just did. Maybe not perfectly because you seriously ran that perfectly with each tool and when to use it and how, right? And so for those of you that are newer, go to the Files tab in Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips and start printing. Get a 3-ring binder, at least a 2-inch. I just graduated to a 3-inch now. That's because every single tool I make is in there. And get plastic sleeves and slide them in. No more 4-foot or 5-foot filing cabinet necessary. Mine's completely empty. Everything's in my binder. And print all that free stuff. And then when budget allows, go to lisazimmer.net, start with the intro trifold, hostess trifold, because they're on sale. And then the essentials make and take, right? Get those to get started and get the ball rolling. And start adding to your collection and have the tools to make this simple and easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nice job. So I want to challenge everybody, right, to do your own event like Tracy attended. You can do it. How many vendors there were? 6?
I was the 7th. So yeah, there were 7 of us.
Okay. I used to do this every year back when I was in Sensi, right? And woman had a big old farmhouse, and every vendor that she loved got a room. I was always in an upstairs bedroom. And I do these at my house now, right? And so everybody gets their own bedroom. I do 31 Pampered Chef. I don't do competing or toxic products, nor wax. And so, I don't do any, I don't even know what the companies are now, but yeah, everything's non-toxic, healthier lifestyle, convenience products. Like I use 31 and carry my doTERRA stuff in it. So my friend does that, right? And then we all invite our own market, and you can totally do these events all day long yourself. Do one a quarter. This is holiday time. You can do spring cleaning, or right, everybody's antsy in the spring. You can do, the summer one for fun, and then back to, back to school, fall. You can totally do 3 or 4 of these a year, and get with your friends and figure out how to make this stuff happen. People are always like, oh, I don't have any prospects, or I don't have anyone to talk to. Create your situation. Create your people to talk to, network, develop relationships. You probably got to know the other artists too. It was kind of a busy event, but did you get a chance to build relationships with them?
Yes. Some of them were new, same from last year. Some of them were new. So yeah, it was great to see them.
She's going to make friends with them, develop relationships. She's going to do it because it's the right thing to do, and it's how the world works and how the world should be. She might win them over to doTERRA, right? But you don't do it to win them over to doTERRA. You develop those relationships for just normal human kindness. We have lost the ability to do that due to technology, social media, phones, the art of conversation, the art of friendship building. So I want to tell this story real quick. Are you okay on time, Tracy?
Just fine.
Okay, perfect. So we have an interesting situation, right? We moved to this place, and things haven't gone so smoothly. I mean, WCD knows all about it, right? So here's the power of relationship, right? Our job is to develop relationships with people and do what's best for them, not to sell them oils, right? We want to create a world that we want our children to be brought up in, okay? We want to create a world and environment that people love to be around us because we're good people, not because we sell them stuff, right? So we move into this place, right? It's not quite finished. Every room is torn up because none of the furniture came right? Every single piece of this has not gone well, not gone perfect, right? So we're doing our 2-hour overview with the builder on Thanksgiving from 11 to 1. And we go outside, like we're pretty angry at this point because it's not quite finished. Things aren't, right? We go outside, we're doing the walk around. We're a little cool. The Zimmers are always friendly, but we're a little cool for the Zimmers. And the neighbor comes out and says, hey, name of builder, welcomes us. They were super friendly to us, introduced themselves. Zimmer's guard starts going down, walls start coming down. They invite the builder to Thanksgiving dinner at their place. They've been there 6 months to a year. What's that tell you? Powerful, powerful relationships being built in this community. Like I am moved to almost tears because we made all the anger and pain go away. Because I'm here by myself right now. Nothing's going right. I'm going to go on social media and blast this, right? I wouldn't do that. But all this overthinking, over frustrating, anger, and poof, right? Everybody was supposed to be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to fix everything. Nobody's fixed anything. No one's showed up. But guess what? I have confidence because I got to see quality relationship in action. Here's where it gets better, right? Twice now since we've been in and met the builder, I've gotten texts from him as he's driving up and down the street. Now, keep in mind, he did explain that normally he closes like 4 of these a month and has them get ready. In the last 2 weeks, he had to close 16
Oh my.
because everyone is flocking to this community in this area and leaving Illinois. Almost everyone from here is from Illinois. Everyone we've met so far is from Illinois, except for one from Michigan. So point being, right? Instead of me, seeing relationships in action, this must be a really good person for the people that are living here, inviting him to Thanksgiving dinner. They wouldn't do that if he was a jerk, right? So then twice now since that event, I've gotten texts on my phone with pictures of packages by my front door and the word FYI from the builder, who's so busy that he is about to lose his mind. And guess what? Do I care about, you know, the paint splatters on the floor and the drywall grout on the trim and the water dispenser in my fridge that's not working? Nope. Because power of relationship. Does he have to seriously stop his truck and take the time to take a picture of my front door with my Amazon package? No. Volumes. That speaks volumes. I want people to slow down and take care of people. Surprise and delight. We've been talking about this a ton in WWZD. Surprise and delight. Do things that people don't expect you to do. I seriously about crapped my pants when I got a text from him, knowing how busy he was right now, that he worked all of Thanksgiving to take care of all of us. We didn't ask him to do that. We said we could do it, you know, later. Went above and beyond. Did things that we didn't even expect. Like we knew he was coming on Thanksgiving. We made that appointment. Never dreamed someone would take pictures of our packages, not once, but twice, to make sure that we got him off the front porch, or that he knows we're not gonna live here full time, to make sure that we can contact someone else to do it. You can do these things in your business. I don't care if you're doing doTERRA or if you're selling donuts or if you're selling mattresses. I don't care what you're doing, right? I have so many stories about how to build a better business and what not to do in business now, right? Our furniture situation, huge debacle, absolute disaster, right? And one of the problems they refuse to solve, okay? I got a mattress, doesn't work, hurt my back, was in pain for 2 days. They are making us keep it for 21 days. So I was sleeping on the floor, right? And won't work with us at all. We have more rooms to furnish. We have just gotten, you know, a place to sit and a place to sleep. That's all we've done so far. Had they worked with us and helped us and even said, hey, if you spend, you know, here's your such and such back for your mattress, and we'll help you, you know, get a new one right away. And if you spend another such and such amount, we'll waive that 21 days and we'll take care of you right now because we appreciate you. Really what they did is could have just upsold me to get me to spend more, but made my pain go away. Wouldn't do anything, right? So are we gonna go back there? Do we have a relationship? Did anyone go above and beyond? Did anyone surprise and delight? Did anyone make me feel important?
No.
Did anyone make me feel heard?
No.
I don't care what you're selling. You are not selling products, people. You are developing relationships and taking care of people and helping them get what they need. What you have to do is help them choose you. Especially in, well, any market nowadays. It doesn't matter because people can go online and buy a mattress. They can buy a bed in a box for $500. I choose whenever possible to buy from people, right? But then when people treat me like this, I don't want to buy from people anymore. So I went to another store last night, bought a mattress from somewhere else. It's being delivered. They agreed to deliver it tomorrow. I had to postpone a day because I got lunch plans with people in Fort Myers now, doTERRA people. Keep calling me, keep texting me. I'm having lunch with like 6 different people this week. Lunch and supper with biz tips, people who live by here. I'm so excited, right? The point being, it's, I went to this other store and they listened. They surprised and delighted me by being able to deliver this bed, not make me wait for it. They threw in a adjustable bed frame for free. I spent double what I spent on the first mattress.
Right.
Because they took the time, right? In that particular case, I wanted to spend time now and I wanted to learn about the mattresses because I made a mistake on my first purchase. Okay. So we've got people on our first purchase. I didn't want to know about the mattresses. I just want you to get me a mattress. Okay. We do both in doTERRA. We have both types of customers as well. We have the ones that want the 60-second enrollment. So we start with that. And then when they want to know more, they'll ask more. And we do the take your time and answer more, right? And so don't assume that people want the 6-hour mattress dissertation, right? When we first got down here and looked at condos, we went to a furniture store and wandered into the mattress room, and the guy kidnapped us for an hour. We only had 1 hour to spend for shopping. The guy would not stop talking about mattresses that we didn't care about. And that's why I remind you, don't capture people for an hour and word vomit your oils, because if they don't have time and they don't care, you're going to ruin that relationship. Obviously, we didn't buy mattresses from that person when we came back, right? All these are just like your business. And so, boom, spent double. They're taking care of me, surprising and delighting. Guess where we're going to go for other stuff? To them, they just got all our business. It made me feel heard. They surprised and delight. They did things we didn't expect, and they took care of us.
Right.
That's what you should be doing in your business, no matter what you're doing for people. I'm super passionate about customer service, right? But it's also because it's a make or break in your business. Oh, one more tip, and then we'll wrap up. We've got like 3 more minutes. Okay, so I love this. So the mattress situation yesterday, right? With the kids, they're like in their 20s, and they were awesome. But I did have to say, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get back and make this video. I did have to say a couple times, I don't need you to tell me about coils and blah, 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 blah technology, because I don't understand what you're talking about anyway. I need you to tell me, is this mattress softer or harder? Is this mattress better quality or not as good of quality? Is this the small bottle kit or the big bottle kit? Is this the either or, right? Because every time I asked a question, it came back with a language I didn't understand, right? Sesquiterpenes, deep blue, what are some adaptive? I don't know what those words are. So you better not be using them with me as a new customer. I don't know what Healthy Start, Healthy Home and Natural Solutions is until you point to it and show it to me. Small bottle kit, big bottle kit, right? Don't use words that a complete stranger wouldn't understand. And that was the perfect example anyway. 2 or 3 times I had to say, I don't know what any of that means, nor do I care. I just want to know, am I going to sleep better? Is this good in alignment? Is this good for a side sleeper? Is this good for hip pain or back pain, right? And I left and I called my husband. I'm like, we totally need to trade them. They knew, that's what was so fascinating to me too. They knew so much about their product. They were fabulously trained on their technology, their product. They knew every single one of those mattresses inside and out. They were very good. They were excellent, top of their game at that part of the business, right? But it's not going to matter how good you are at one part if you can't communicate with the customer.
And did they relate it to you? Did they find out, how did you sleep? You know, what problems were you having? And then they could say, okay, what you told me, these are the mattresses that are going to give you the best night's sleep.
Yep. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
And so it was, I just love seeing it in action and knowing how valuable these trainings are, no matter what business people run, right? Tell me about you. Tell me about that disastrous mattress, like what hurt, where. tell me about yourself. Let's relationship develop.
Right.
And no one knew my name until it was time to check out, right? That's the first thing I ask people. Hi, I'm Lisa Zimmer, and you are? Every vendor table. Hi, I'm Lisa Zimmer, and you are? Not awkward at all, right? They got to answer it.
Yeah.
You're not going to say, I'm not going to tell you, right? And remember people's names because it makes them feel special. Now, I was not leaving without a mattress, so it was pretty much an easy sale for them. But point being, right, they got lucky that I was buying a mattress no matter what because I wasn't going to sleep on the floor and or the couch anymore. But whatever business you're in, right, there's these basic skills or skill sets that apply. Doesn't matter if it's oils, toothpicks, mattresses, furniture, working at a dog shelter, right? Doesn't matter. You have to make people feel special, and the product or service is second.
Yes.
All about relationships. Nice job, Tracy. Thanks for staying on the whole hour. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So doTERRA knocked it out of the park for you all with a killer November, and they have set you up beautifully for December. I got very lucky once again. It's almost like I have doTERRA ESP. I don't get any special inside scoop on anything, people. I'm not that important. But please, please, please join WWZD6. We're closing it out right now, but you're going to have access to all of it forever, right? And there's easily like $300 to $500 worth of files, graphics. I just loaded, before the promotion was announced, a ton of graphics for Frank and Melissa because I wrote a whole Frank and Melissa graphics campaign like 6-9 months ago. And then they made Melissa 20% off. Like, I'm training in WWZD6, right, about frankincense to set you up for December, right? And even if doTERRA didn't announce the frankincense 200 PV month, right? Frankincense is what you should be educating on anyway, 31 days of frankincense, because it's a biblical reference in Christmas, right? So that was a given. So we've been, there's probably 50 to 100 graphics already in WWZD6 for you, right? So get WWZD6 and get all the Frank and Melissa and all that stuff that you need. And you'll be able to revisit that group for BOGOs, revisit it for all kinds of stuff. And there's tons of free tools in there, a free lifelong vitality pack handout in WWZD6 and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then in WWZD7, it's launching today. So WWZD7, and it's on the website. We have early bird pricing. It's only going to be $29 through the end of the year. And we're going to launch that end of January. I'm going to take off from WWZD for the rest of December, January, just answer questions in the groups and wrap up WWZD6. You get WWZD7 before December 31st. You can get it for $29. And then get WWZD6 right now so you can get all the frankincense, Melissa trainings, and all that good stuff. So much going on. Busy, busy, busy. So yay! Thanks, Tracy. Nice job. Mimic Tracy's layout there, create your own vendor events, talk with friends. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask if you can join their vendor events. The worst thing they can say is no, right? Worst that could happen is you could end up being the only non-artist at an artist vendor event and enroll 4 people.
That's right.
Yay! All right, I'm gonna wrap up here and we'll come back. I'll come back into biz tips and start answering questions. And Tracy, thank you so much. I'm so excited that you've done so well in the last year. What would you say has been the biggest help? Like, what's your favorite part of the Zimmer stuff?
Oh golly, there's so much. I would say that it's just so easily laid out. It truly is a step by step.
Yeah, I love processes, systems and processes, right?
Yeah.
If someone says you don't need a system or you don't need a process, they're lying.
Right.
Because they have a process. If they didn't have a process, no one would be able to duplicate them, right? And that's what happens. If you don't have a clear, concise process, people can't duplicate you, and you're going to get stuck at Premier, Silver. Really amazing people can build diamond without duplicating, right? Top influencer, top enroller, but then you're going to get stuck and stall out because you haven't duplicated. You got to get a system. You got to keep it simple.
And you'll
What's
be
that?
and you'll be exhausted too.
Exhausted. I hit diamond and was exhausted because I
Yeah.
was doing stuff too complicated the normal way. It didn't work for me and I was done. I'm like,
Right.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
And then we came up with this. And I'm like, everybody on my team came alive. I log in and people I've never even heard of are enrolling people because we made it so simple. Anybody can do it. Yeah. Yay. Okay. Thanks, Tracy. I'm going to the pool after I answer questions. Bye, guys. Happy oiling.